let's have a look at roots of a quadratic function. Let us take an example, x squared plus 6x plus 5. And we know from previous videos that we can find a turning point, which in this case is the minimum point. And this is found at the location -3 and -4. We can also find the axis of symmetry, which goes through the turning point. In this case, it's x is equal to -3. We can also find the y-intercept here, which is y equals 5. There are two more properties that we can take from quadratic functions, and this is where the graph cuts the x-axis. We call these the roots of the function. And we can find this by setting the function f of x equals 0, finding where the equation equals 0. So quadratic functions with equal real roots. So these are quadratic functions which touch the x-axis, and it looks like it's got one root, so it only has one location, but we say we have equal real roots for these, and these are examples of such functions. And we can also have the negative versions of these. We've also got quadratic functions with two real roots. Now these, as you'd expect, where they cut the x-axis twice. So they're going to have two values of x when y equals 0. And also we're going to have the negative version of these. We're going to have quadratic functions with no real roots. So these are quadratic functions that have complex solutions. So they don't cross the x-axis whatsoever. We will find more about this in the nature of the roots, the discriminant. So finding the roots of a quadratic function requires us to solve the function, that is, find the values of x when y is equal to 0. So in this case, it lies on the x-axis. So we've got the quadratic function, and we're going to set f of x is equal to 0 here. And then we have various techniques that we can use to solve the values of x where this holds true. So quadratic functions occur in many places in life, such as a parabola. You can get it in migration patterns of animals. It occurs in music. It occurs in technology, construction and engineering, and science and e-commerce and weather patterns and the rising of the sun. Satellite communications. It's very important. It's surprising how often this comes up.